Om Gurudeva Gati Gurumeva Bhaje Gurunaiva Sahasmi Namo Gurave Na Guruh Paramam Shishurasmi Guru Matirasmi Guru Mama Pahi Guru सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतः क्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकादर आजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवोऽभिनेदुस्तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। सर्वेभ्यः नमस्कारः। I completed till chapter 13 in the first skanda of Srimad Bhagavada Purana, and the blind king Dhritarashtra and his wife Devi Kandhari, they renounced everything and they attained moksha. Seeing this, Uncle Vidura also, he went for a long pilgrimage. So after Uncle Dhritarashtra and Devi Gandhari, they both attained moksha and Vidura went for the pilgrimage. The life in Hastinapura was going fine. Everything was normal. Many days passed like this, and one day King Yudhishthira asked his brother Arjuna to go to Dwaraka and to visit Bhagavan Sri Krishna, their relatives and the people there. So Arjuna went to Dwaraka. Even after many days and many months, Arjuna did not return back. King Yudhishthira was so worried. Why he didn't return back? He was worried. And at that time, King Yudhishthira was able to see many bad omens in his country, that is in Hastinapura. The people changed this all of a sudden. They did many sinful acts. The anger dominated in their life. They were so vengeful and revengeful. They were so arrogant. Suddenly they became so revengeful. So everything changed all of a sudden. Jihya pradam vyavahridam shatyamishram cha sauhridam pitru matru suhrid bhratru dampati nancha kalkanam. That is, there was so much of fight in his country, in his kingdom. The brothers, they fought with each other. The father and son, mother and children, father and children. Then among the sukur, that is among the friends, only the vengeance and revengeful friendship. All the transactions were so deceitful. Even among the Dampati Nam, that is, even among the husband and wife, they just fought like that because in those times, all these fights were seen as bad omen, but now it's so common. So all these fights are seen as great omens for something bad to happen. So King Yudhishthira very well understood that something is bad there, and he called his another brother, his younger brother Bhimasena, and he discussed this with him. And Yudhishthira said, Arjuna has gone to Dwaraka, and even after 7 months, he has not returned. and there is no news from him. What happened to him? I sense something, some problem there or something wrong. I fear that. And he said, Api devarshina adhishtah sakaloyam upasthitah yada atmanongama kridam Bhagavan utsi srikshati. I fear, Bhima, that what Sri Narada, sage Narada has said, I believe that it is going to come, that time is going to come. What has Narada said? Narada said that it is the time for Bhagavan Sri Krishna to discard his body and physical mortal body and go to Vaigunda. So I fear that that time has come because something has come and Bhagavan Krishna has decided to end all his sportive manifestation and leave his, discard his body here and go to Vaikuntha. I fear that something is wrong here because I see such bad omens. And Bhagavan Sri Krishna, it is only because of him that we were in this position. Without him, we will not be able to come to this position. I fear where something worst had happened. पश्य उत्पादनान्नरव्याघ्र दिव्यान् भौमान् सदैहिकान् दारुणान् संसतो अधूरात् भयं नो बुद्धिमोहनम्. I am so deluded, Bhima, and I am so worried that I see bad omens everywhere. From in the sky also, I see some bad omens. Divya, that is in the sky. Bhauman, in the earth. So Daihikan, that is in my body also, I see many bad omens. So from understanding all this or perceiving all this, I definitely doubt that something has happened to Bhagavan Krishna. So these omens are said in the Puranas and in Shastras. But nowadays, many people think to brush it off as just a superstition. Actually, it is great science. What we think, according to that, the universe will respond to us. Now it has become a great psychology or philosophy as law of attraction, but it was there in the ancient time itself. When we think something, the universe responds to it, and that is felt by us or experienced by us by some signs. Either it may be in our body or it may be in the Prakriti. If the thoughts align, then there will be some signs. If it is contradictory, then there will be some signs. Suppose if we think positive and if there is anything, if that idea will not happen, then the universe will tell us, give sign to us. So all these are true and great signs. All these are in the Puranas. Even in Ramayana, Devi Sita, she experienced many good omens when Bhagavan Sri Rama was about to come, when Sri Anjaneya was about to come and meet her. So all those times she experienced many signs in her body and in the surroundings. So this Prakriti will tell us, because this Atma is non-dual and we can understand the sign of it. So all these omens are true, but one thing is very important. We must know to perceive it rightly, or otherwise it will go wrong. So like this, King Yudhishthira saw many omens in himself, in the sky and in his kingdom also, and he is listing many omens like this. He said that my left thigh, eye, and hand are frequently trembling. That is one great omen. Then unnecessary palpitation in the heart. Then the female jackals, they are howling at the rising sun. Then the dogs are just staring at me and barking. And the cows, which are meant to go around a person in the clockwise direction, then it is auspicious. But the cows are now going in the opposite direction, anti-clockwise direction around me. So that's a bad omen. Not only cows, the donkeys and the asses, they are meant to go an anti-clockwise direction around a person. But now it is going clockwise direction. So everything is opposite. So I feel that as a great omen. Then many owls and crows, they are screeching, and I see thunder and lightning in the sky where there are no clouds. And suddenly the water in the Hastinapura, that is the lakes and the rivers, they have become so turbid, and I could see the dusty wind. So see, just imagine, all these are very common nowadays, but in that time they are all taken as great signals, great signs for something inauspicious to happen. Then when I light the lamp, it should be bright, but it is not bright, it is so dim. From all this, I understand, Bhima, that the earth does not possess the auspicious footprints of Bhagavan Krishna. When the footprints of Bhagavan Krishna was on the earth, on the soil, or anywhere in any kingdom, then the earth was so auspicious. But now it has lost its auspicious nature. So I feel only because of this, all this are happening. And he was just worrying like this to his King Yudhishthira was telling like all this, lamenting or like this to Bhimasena, that is his younger brother. And at that time, Sri Arjuna came back. He entered the palace and he came near Yudhishthira, King Yudhishthira, his brother, and he saluted him. But Arjuna was in a tragic mood. He just ashru, that is, tears are flowing around here on his face. He was so depressed, he was so dejected, and he was not able to speak itself. And King Yudhishthira asked him, Kaschit anartapuryan swajana suhamasate madhu bhoja dasharharha satvadandhaka vishnayah. So Yudhishthira asked, in Dwaraka, which is the land of the Anartha, are all the friends of the Yadava Kula, are they all happy? Are they all happy and prosperous? And these Yadavas, they consist of many groups. And the name of those groups are Madhu, Bhojas, Dasharhas, Shatvatas, Antakas, Vrishnikula is very famous, Vrishni. So all they are living happily. Is my maternal grandfather Sura, is he happy and is he healthy? My uncle Vasudeva and his 7 wives, including Devi, Devaki, Rohini, are they all safe and happy? And their daughter-in-laws? Is Ugrasena, is he safe and healthy? Balarama, brother Balarama, how is he? Is he living happily? Then how are the children and the grandchildren of Krishna and the followers and the great dasas of Bhagavan Krishna like Uddhava and Suradeva? Are they happy and living peacefully? So, or did all the relatives and our friends inquire about us, about our family? So, all this he asked. Then he asked, Bhagavan abhi Govindo Brahmanyo Bhakta Valsalaha Kaschit Pure Sadharmayam Sukhamaste Suhridbrutaha. I hope Bhagavan Sri Krishna, who is the lover of the devotees, he is living happily with his relatives, his wives and the children, grandchildren. How is he? Is he happy? Mangalaya cha loganam, kshemaya cha bhavaya cha, aste yedukulam bodhau hadhau, ananta sakhaf buman. So Bhagavan Krishna, he is Brahman. He is that original being. He has taken this avatara and born in the Yadukula just for the good of the world. Mangalaya Chalokana. It is for the good for the world he took this avatar. And for Ksemayacha, to secure this creation, to this world, Bhavayacha, to protect it, for all that, that Parabrahman, the original being, he took birth in this Yadukula and to secure this world. How is he? Is he happy? Is he living peacefully? Yad bahudandaguptayam swapuryam yadamochitaha kridanti paramanandam mahapaurishikahiva. So protected by Bhagavan Krishna, the Yadavas, they are living happily in Dwaraka, and everyone is respecting them because they are protected by Bhagavan Krishna. And the people of Dwaraka, they are living with so much respect and dignity, just like how the followers of Mahavishnu will stay in Vaigunda. So are they all happy? He asked. His wives also, there are many wives of Bhagavan Krishna, they also received respect and credit from everywhere, even from the Indraloka. That's why Indra gave the Parijata to his wife. So much respect they all have for the wives of Bhagavan Krishna because of Bhagavan Krishna, not for any other reason. So, is Bhagavan Krishna happy? And at last, the king inquired, "How are you, Arjuna? You are so depressed, dejected. What happened to you? Did someone insult you? Or did someone insult you by action or words? Or were you not able to protect the people who took refuge in you?" So just see the values the people had then. That's why from the Puranas and the Shastras, we will be able to understand the way of life, how the people lived in the ancient time, that is in the previous yuga and all. So when someone take refuge to someone, any person he may be, he has to protect them, not ill-treat them or misbehave with them or insult them in any way. That was the value of the people then. So King Yudhishthira asked to Arjuna, so were you not able to protect the people who took refuge in you? Or did anyone defeat you on the way? What happened to you? You are just crying and you are not seem very calm or peaceful as you always used to be. Kaschit प्रेष्ठतमे नाथ हृदयेनात्मबन्धुना शून्योऽस्मि रहितो नित्यं मन्यसे तेऽन्यथा नरक. Or does the absence of Krishna keep you in this state of mind? You are away from him. So did that create this state of mind in you? I cannot find any other reason other than this. So what is the reason, Arjuna? Again and again, King Yudhishthira asked to Sri Arjuna. So King Yudhishthira piled up questions like this to Arjuna. So Arjuna was completely dejected. He was so depressed, deprived of all the strength mentally as well as physically. His mind is always fixed in Bhagavan Krishna, and the tears rolled on his cheeks. So, remembering all the help Bhagavan Sri Krishna did to Sri Arjuna and his family on many occasions, he was not able to control his tears. So, Arjuna spoke in a trembling voice. He answered his brother Yudhishthira. वाञ्छितोऽहं महाराज हरिणा बन्धुरूपिणा येन मे बहृदं तेजो देवविस्मापनं महत्. I am betrayed by Hari, who was in that form of my relative. I was betrayed by Hari, whom I took to be my friend. He deprived me of all my prowess and all my strength, and I feel that I am so weak and without any skill. Now I feel that all that I had was because of Hari. In the rupa of my friend, he was with me. Bandhu Rubina, relative or friend, he was with me, but he betrayed me. Yudhishthira understood that Bhagavan Krishna has left his body. Yasya kshana viyogena logo hyapriya darshanaha uptena rahito khesha mrudaha prochyate yatha. So this world Shanamapi apriya darshana. This world doesn't give that glory and beauty to me no long. This world looks so unpleasant, very unpleasant. Apriya darshana. I do not want to see this world. It is giving me an unpleasant. It is a place, unpleasant place for me now, because he has left me. Without Krishna, even for a second, Kshanamavi, even for a second, I do not want to see this world, or I do not want to live here. It is this world for me, now it appears just like how a jiva, when it leaves the body, even the close relatives will do not want to keep that body. So just like that, this world appears to me without any life, apriya, without any life. Now Arjuna recalled one by one what all the help Sri Krishna has done to him. It was by his favor that I was able to marry Draupadi in that great sadas where many powerful kings were there. But I was able to marry her when I was able to shoot that arrow in the eyes of the mechanically moving fish. So only because of him I was able to marry her. And I only because of Bhagavan Sri Krishna I was able to burn the Kandhava Vana and built a great palace there. And where king you did the Rajasuya Yagna, and that palace was built by Maya, the divine architect. And without him, without his favor, Bhima, my brother Bhima, who has the strength of 10,000 elephants, he will not be powerful and he will not be able to kill the tyrant Jarasandha and to release all the people who were imprisoned by that king, by that Asura. It is only because of his favor that we were protected from the Shapa of Durvasa. He took just a remnant of the leaf from the pot and he declared himself satisfied, and the whole universe, because he is the antaratma of everyone, all of them felt satisfied, and that's how we were able to escape from the sharp of or the curse of sage Durvasa. And it is only because of his favor I was able to get so many divyastras and the mantras and how to use it. And by that, once when I went to the Indraloka, the heaven with this physical body, even Lord Indra there, he requested me to give him my Gantiva. So I was able to give him my Gantiva and he used it to kill the Asuras. So all this only because of his favor we were able to enjoy all this. And now I remember all those incidents. All those incidents are coming before my eyes or before my mind. Tenahamadhya mushitha purushena bhumna. That is, today I feel deserted. I feel deserted by that all powerful being. He left me and he went to his Vaigunda. He just discarded his body and he went to Vaigunda. It was only because of his association I was able to win this battle. I was able to king the great Bhishmacharya or Dronacharya or all the great leaders, even Karna or Duryodhana, they were all great warriors and leaders. They are not ordinary people, Karna or Duryodhana. Only because of him I was able to win over all of them. Now he has left me and he has gone. And I was able to use all those weapons at that time only because of him. Saute vrida kumadinatmavada ishvaro me yat pada padma bhavaya bhajanti bhavyaha mam shandavahamarayorathino bhuvishtham na prakaranya bhavanirasta chitta. So that great being whom all the holy men worship for attaining moksha, who is the Lord of all, who loves all his devotees, that great Bhagavan, that Brahman, I assigned the work of a charity to that God. So, what to tell about that? So, when I was feeding the horses, I have to get down. But at that time, all the other leaders or all the other warriors, they were so stunned to see Bhagavan Krishna standing near me. So they were not able to use their weapons or use their weapons against me. So they were all just stunned seeing me. So that Bhagavan, he deprived me or he betrayed me and he left me in this world alone. Narmanyudhara ruchitasmida shobhitani he partha he arjuna sakhe gurunandaneti sanjalpidani naradeva hridi sprushani smadhurya ludhanti hridayam mama madhavasya. I feel so distressed. My heart is so distressed when I think that he will address me like, hey Arjuna, hey Saka, hey friend, hey Kurunandana. Like that, he will call me as a friend. So I feel so humble and I so feel so distressed now, remembering all that. So sometimes we used to joke with, we both joke with each other, and sometimes I have passed sarcastic remarks on him, but he never cared for it. He all took that with magnanimity. He pardoned me. He was that Brahman, Bhagavan. But I did not understand then. I took him as my friend and called him by many names and passed sarcastic remarks on him. While we relax, we rest, sometimes we sleep together, sometimes we eat together. So, all the time, I just said so many things to him without understanding that he is Brahman. So he all pardoned me with magnanimity, just like how a father will pardon his son, or a great friend will do so with another friend. So I feel so weak and spiritless in the absence of Bhagavan Krishna. I was, well, because when I was coming back, I was attacked by some wretched herdsmen when I was helping the family of Bhagavan Krishna to evacuate from Dwaraka. So at that time, some people they attacked me. I had my arrow, bow, and I had all the skills in me, but I was not able to attack back on them. So now I realize how I won that battle was not because of my skill, only because Bhagavan he was with me. Now I feel all that. So I feel so dejected now. I didn't have any power. It is only because of his power, his talent, and his blessing I was able to win over everyone. I thought that it is my talent. No, it's not my talent. It's only because of Sri Krishna was with me, I was able to win them. Because now also I have that talent, I have that Gandhi, I have that arrows, but I am not able to fight back. Those people, they attacked me. So now I feel so distressed and spiritless, so weak. And he said, Rajan Swayabhiprishthana Suhrudam na Suhrudpure Viprashabha Vimudhana Nighradam Mushtibhirmitha. Rajan, who are all you asked just now about Bhavan Krishna, his relatives, his friends, his children, everyone, they are not alive now, Rajan. They all have discarded their body and they went to their own places because of a viprashaba, because of a shapa of a brahmana. They all were destroyed. They are not now on this earth, Rajan. He said, to whom are all you asked about the relatives, friends, family of Krishna, they are not living in this land now. Because of the brahmanas shapa, they all were destroyed. वारुणीं मदिरां पीत्वा मधोन्मथितचेतसाम् अजानताम् इव अन्योन्यं Chatu Panchavasheshitaha. So all the relatives and friends of Bhagavan Krishna, they consumed a liquor by name Varuni and engaged in a drunken brawl, and they fisted themselves to death. They just fought with each other and they died. So Bhagavan, he used the Yadu clan to destroy all the other evildoers, and they became, and this Yadu clan, they became very famous and very strong. So now they destroyed themselves. By that way, he relieved all the evildoers from the earth. To help the Mahi, that is to this earth, he appeared and he did all those things and he went back. So my mind is always remembering the advice given to me by Bhagavan Krishna. And Arjuna said, Vishoho Brahma Sampatya Sanchidvaita Samshayaha Lina Prakriti Nairgunyat Halingatvat Sambhavaha. So, in Arjuna, all the doubts and all the sorrow arising from the duality, it has been removed from his mind. So he experienced the Advaita nature, non-dual nature now. He has he himself has become that pure spirit, leaving this gross and subtle body, everything. He merged with Bhagavan Krishna, that Brahman. Nishamya Bhagavan Marga Samstham Yadukulasya Cha Swapathaya Matim Chakre Nibhrutatma Yudhishthiraha. Hearing the Vaigunda arohana of Bhagavan Krishna, Yudhishthira also, he got ready for renunciation. Prathamya anushrutya dhananjayodim nashamya dhuna bhagavad gatim chatam yehatma bhaktya bhagavatya dhikshaje niveshitatma ubararama samsrude. Pritha, Prithabhya, that is Pritha also. Pritha means the Kunti Devi, the mother of Pandavas. After hearing the Arjuna's message about Bhagavan Krishna, by her one-pointed devotion, she merged her mind with Bhagavan Krishna and discarded this body. They just saw this body as some object and they just discarded this body, and her soul merged with Brahman. So Bhagavan Krishna, he took this avatara to help the Mahi, that is earth, relieve of all the evildoers or all the bhara, all the weight because of the evildoers. He did his action, he finished his karma, he threw off this body and went to his place, that is Vaigunda. Like he had done this many times in all the avatars, he has done the same thing, whether it's Matsya Avatara, Kurma Avatara, Varaha Avatara, Narsimha Avatara, whatever it may be. He just took the body and did all his karmas. When all his karmas were over, he just discarded this body and went off. Just like what he said in the Bhagavad Gita. He just saw this body as only as a costume or a worn out cloth. So he went to Vaikuntha. Yada Mukundo Bhagavan imam mahim jahau swadanva shravaniya satkataha tada hareva pradibuddha cheda sadharmi hetu kaliranva vartadha. That same day, when Bhagavan Krishna, he went to Vaikuntha, that same day, the Kali, the evil spirit of the Iron Age, it entered the world and it showed all its guna in all the people. It affected all the people by its gunas. That is, it created indiscriminative minds in all men, and it created all its tendencies like greediness, jealousiness, everything. So it attacked all the people in the world. The same day, Bhagavan Krishna went to Vaikuntha. So realizing the advancing influence of Kali, even in his kingdom, that is in Hastinapura, King Yudhishthira, he was already in the plan to renounce this world. So now he renounced everything immediately because he don't want to be in the place where Kali is ruling. So he gave his power, all this king power. He coronated his grandchild Parikshit as the king of the land. स्वराट् पौत्रं विनयिनं आत्मनः सुसमं गुणैः तोयनिव्यापतिं भूमे अभ्यषिञ्चत् गजाह्वये. That is, he coronated Parikshit as the king of this land, that is the Hastinapura. The Hastinapura, by that time, it was so big, like this vast sea. So he made Parikshit as the Raja of that land. Madhurayam tatha vajram Surasenapatim tataha Prajapatyam nirupyeshtim Agnim Habibadha Ishwaraha. He made Vajra, that is the grandson of Bhagavan Krishna, as the king of Madura. He coronated the grandson of Bhagavan Krishna, Vajra, as the king of Madura. He made Vajra as the king of the Shurasenas. Then he performed a yajna to Prajapati. So to symbolize that he was abandoning all the external performances of all the other yajnas. So just as a last yajna, he performed a yajna and he abandoned everything, the wealth, the kingdom, and he wore a black dark colored cloth and he walked on the northern direction. So, seeing their elder brother renounce everything, the other Pandavas also, they too renounced everything and they walked behind him. Tadhayano driktaya bhaktya vishuddha dikshana pare tasmin narayana padeye atmadhayo gatim. That is, with complete devotion and meditation, they all absorbed, they were also absorbed in Bhagavan Sriman Narayana, who is none other than this supreme consciousness. They all sat in meditation and observed themselves to that supreme being, Sriman Narayana. So they all endowed with the bodies of a Shuddha Sattva. Not even a trace of Rajas or Tamas is there. They all had that Shuddha Sattva body and they attained to the state of absolute purity. So that's the end of the Pandavas. They all attained moksha. First, Arjuna, he left his body. Then Yudhishthira and his other brothers. They all attained moksha in this way. Vithirobi parityajya prabhase dehamatmavan Krishna veshena taschitah pitrubhi swakshayam yayam. Vithira also cast off his body in the Tirtha, that is near the Prabhasa Tirtha, and he left his body in the Prabhasa and his mind absorbed in Bhagavan Krishna. He went to his back to his position because he was the Dharmaraja, and in his absence, Aryama was there taking his job, and now he discarded his body. He just cast off his body and the Prabhasa Tirtha, and he went to take back his position as Yamadharmaraja. Now, Draupadi च तदाज्ञाय पथीनाम् अनपेक्षतां वासुदेवे भगवति हेहान्तमतिरापतम्. That is, Draupadi, understanding that all her husbands has renounced their life, centered her mind in Bhagavan Vasudeva and attained him. She also discarded her body thinking of Bhagavan Vasudeva. So they all attained moksha in this way. And in the Palashruti of this chapter, it is said that whoever listened to this story of the Pandavas attaining moksha, they will also attain liberation by bhakti. So that's the end of the life of the Panchali Draupadi, her 5 husbands, Vidura, they all attained moksha. But a person is there, Parikshit, and how he ruled the nation, that I will continue in my next upload. श्रीनारायणाखिलगुरो भगवन् नमस्ते।